Hello, everybody. Welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Corelli. This is episode 106, and this is going to be part one of part two. Kind of a bummer pair of episodes, unfortunately. It's funny because it seemed like 2020 would be the worst year for all of us, and honestly, my 2021 is much worse so far. I mean, for me, I didn't have to work about half the year and got paid for it in 2020. I got my book published. I did a lot of comedy for benefits that were worthy of being done, I guess is the best way to say it. I was able to be charitable and help other people be charitable, and that was good. I, I got a new job. I'm at a school where I'm wanted. That's a big deal. So, 2021 is hit with a lot of death in my world. I lost, Jesus, these glasses are very crooked, aren't they? I lost a former friend from my high school, which I did an episode about, and her daughter got upset, so I removed it. I did, let's see, who else have we lost? There was somebody else close, I think, and I thought I did an episode, but maybe I forgot. We've lost great people already, and we're not even a third through the year. And just unfortunately, this Friday, my one of my best friends, his wife, succumbed to cancer on Friday. It was not good. She had gone through breast cancer about 2 or 3 years ago. Her name is Pam, and my friend's name is Pete. We were friends with, I was friends with both of them. The way we became friends is our kids have gone to the same school together since they're in kindergarten. They are both exceptional children, especially their kid. Jimmy is amazing. He's got like a 175 IQ or something insane off the charts. He's what they call twice exceptional in my world. He has some special needs qualities to him, but he's fine. He like has ADHD and some OCD issues, but he is insanely intelligent. And my son also has some of those issues, not quite as broad of a spectrum. I mean, Logan has some depression issues without the 170 IQ. Logan's up around 140 though. Last I checked, it was 137. So Logan's super smart, but without the disparity that Jimmy has. But they've kind of latched onto each other ever since kindergarten. I remember meeting Pete after kindergarten. We would both just sit there waiting for our kids to get out of school, and eventually we started talking, and we become really good friends. And it's Pam was like as close to a second mother to my sons as one could have outside of the family. She's an amazing woman. She's only 51 when she died on Friday. Um, I don't know if I'll cry during this, but I might. It's just hard because she really suffered a lot the last 3 years, and she's a very vibrant person, super intelligent. Both Pete and Pam are very super intelligent people. That's why they have super intelligent kids. Um, and she beat breast cancer, sort of. I mean, she lost her breasts to breast cancer, but she was doing pretty well, and then all of a sudden, cancer I mean, never say this word right. Metastasize. I can't say it. You know what I'm saying? To her brain, and that was actually it was looking that she might be able to last a few years. It sounded like she was getting physical therapy because the tumor was on her cerebellum apparently, which has to do with a lot of your motor functions, and that was rough. But it was looking like she was on her path to maybe not a full recovery, but her goal was to see Jimmy graduate. He's a sophomore now, so she was trying to make it the next 2.25 years or so, and that was the long term goal, to just have her fight, and it just took her over. She got some, unfortunately, she got a little bad. I don't know if I'd call it bad treatment, but um, she didn't. She just wasn't treated very well and taken care of very well by the people at the medical facility she ended up in. I'm not going to name them, but Pete is very upset. He's upset that they had to basically bring her in an ambulance from the facility to her home where she wanted to die on Friday morning. He told me about it Thursday night. I didn't respond, unfortunately, till Friday morning. And then next thing I know, he's like, if you want to see her before she dies, try to get here as soon as you can. And I was at work. They live near where I work. Jimmy goes to school at Overland where I work. And I got there and she had already died. Her body was still a little bit warm. She'd been dead about an hour and a half. And all I could just say is goodbye to this wonderful human being. She's really a great person. She'd been through a lot of shit, and it's hard because her sons, like I say, she's got Jimmy, who may be transgender. We don't know. Jimmy's figuring it out, just like Logan is here. And then Chris, Jimmy's 16, Chris is 14. And Chris is autism, very very high functioning autism, but definitely if you met the kid, you would know he has autism. And he's actually going into ninth grade next year at my school as well, and hopefully I'll get to be in class with him a lot. That's my hope. Um, they lost their mother, and Pete lost his wife, and so Pete's been leaning on me and anyone he can right now, and we're going to give him all the support he needs. And I just can't imagine being in his position. I'm sort of in a similar position. Like I take care of both my kids pretty much on my own, but my ex-wife is still in the picture. I know that if I die, she's there. I know that if she dies, I'm here. He doesn't have that luxury anymore, and so he is, kind of freaking out. Don't blame him. He I think he's a super strong guy. He's supported this family a very long time, and he's been the only one working for a very long time. He has a pretty good job, but it's going to be, Pam was always home. She's always there for the kids, and that doesn't exist anymore. Luckily, the kids are 14 and 16, as I just explained. They can generally take care of themselves when Pete's not around, but it's his this is going to be just way more difficult, a much bigger load than he already had. Friday when I saw her, like I said, she was already dead. And I'm sorry, I know people like to say passed or expired. I use the word dead. And if it's too real, I'm sorry. I like to think people live strongly, and I believe when we die, that's it, we're gone. So when I say died, it's not to be harsh, it's just the way I believe things are. Life is harsh. Um, anyway, uh, and it was hard to watch and see. Her head was shaved from all the treatments she had been receiving for her cancer, and she looked very at peace. For what Pete told me, she was on the phone with her mom when she did die, and she was getting morphine and you know drifting off towards death, and you know was somewhat at peace when she died. That's what all any of us can hope for. It was, but it was hard just watching her look. I honestly thought she was just still alive. I touched her and she didn't feel that cold yet. And, no, and then Pete's friend Maribeth told me, I know she's dead. And I was like, oh, shit. Because the hospice lady had already left. So that was, that was it. And, and the reason I'm kind of chuckling is there's nothing funny about it except in my head. So Pete was very upset. He had to, sign off on papers for the coroner to come and take the body away. And he spent a few more minutes with her before they did that, and literally put her in a body bag and wheeled her out on a gurney. And he's just like, I can't watch this. And I was like, well, don't watch them wheel her out. And he sort of did. And he was very upset, and obviously, as he would be. But the reason I kind of chuckled about it is like, I wasn't expecting this either. I thought she had at least a little more time than that. And it's weird. You're comforting one of your best friends, and you're crying with him, and and he's feeling super guilty because he made mistakes in the relationship, but she forgave him for those mistakes, and he's just this. He's wondering how he's going to go on because the wound is fresh, obviously. She's literally a few minutes out the door and a few hours not with us anymore. And I gotta tell this guy, okay, well, okay, I gotta go. I gotta go do comedy. I gotta go fucking do comedy and try to make people laugh hosting my show I do every Friday night. I'll see you tomorrow. So with that, I will see you on the next episode. Continue the story and talk to you about a little more of what happened just this past Friday night. Thanks, guys. That's episode 106. See you at 107. Bye.